Hi guys, welcome back. Today's episode we're going to talk about snake repellers and how they don't work. We're going to show you better ways to invest your money around your home to snake proof it. What better man for the job than Ian Renton from Snake Away Services. Here he is.
What an annoying tone. Imagine having these plastered all around your house. This is a solar snake repeller. They sell them through various hardware stores, pet chains, over the internet through Gumtree, Facebook. They supposedly work by sending out a vibration through the stem of this repeller. Also with the beeping tone, as you heard, which will interrupt me very shortly. Between the two, on cue. That is supposed to scare a snake off. Now, I can't even feel the vibration of this coming out of this. All it is a solar powered unit on top, which is used to charge a battery, which generally goes inside. This one hasn't got it, but it's got a connection which pulls apart. The battery goes down inside. It's a rechargeable battery, and they go into the ground up to about so deep. There's many a call that we go to and attend where people have actually got these and snakes are curled up in around them or on top of them, generally in Adelaide and South Australia. Because they're venomous snakes that we've got, these are providing shelter, so the snake will actually go and curl up around underneath it to get the shade. They say you need between 4 and 6 around a property, and that tone going off all the time, imagine what you and your neighbours are putting up with 24 hours a day. Turn it off, by all means. But then as soon as you turn it off, the makers of these things will turn around and say, but you turned it off, so that's why the snake came. Then you've got other ones. They work a little bit differently. These have just got a battery inside of them, or a couple of batteries, AA's. Right, as you can see. A little bit of electronics in the bottom of it. It sends out a beeping noise again. This one doesn't even do a pulsating. It says it does, but they don't. So you don't need the solar panel on top. But both of them are a waste of money. $30, $40, $50, up to $100 a pair. But around $30, $40 for a single one. They come in boxes like such. Okay. As we also saw with this one. Not worth the money. There's other things that can be done that you can make your yard and your home a lot safer. On the other hand, we've also got liquid repellents. You spray this stuff around, you're going to be safe from a snake because it is that putrid, you're not even going to be there, so the snake can happily move around your home. Another one we've got, which comes from America. Both of these are highly toxic. This one's made out of sulfur and naphthalene. You imagine sprinkling naphthalene all around your yard. I've had people ring up saying, I've had to scrape off 6 inches of topsoil to get rid of the smell of the naphthalene. This guy was in America. But there's other things that you can do around your home. You can do yourself. All of Snake Away Services team members, all our subcontractors, they're all qualified to do this. And they can help out if needed. But there are things that you can do yourself. Simple little things like vermin mesh. Herpetologists, people like myself, we actually make cages out of it to protect our snakes from getting burnt. It forms, it goes up under the heat globe or over the heat globe, and that way it protects the snake from getting burnt from the globe. But you can use it to block up areas around your yard, holes in your fence, gaps up the end of your, where your fence joins your back fence, your side fence to your back fence. Anywhere like that can be covered up to prevent snakes getting through. Even juvenile brown snakes cannot get through this. It's 6mm square. Another one, which is very, very handy, is this aluminium mesh that you can get from various security screen door manufacturers. This can be moulded in various ways to go over your vents on the outside of your brick wall. You can get a a piece of dowel or 1/4-inch timber and make a mould out of it, put it over the top to create something like this. Right, same shape. Cut it to length. That's the length of your brick. Then that can be slotted into your weep holes or perp joints. Most new houses have got them. Today, there's a newer modern one on the market. What we used to use is this little fella. It's a plastic mould, but it only lasts about 5 years. It slots into the perp joint or weep holes around the house. It still allows for the ventilation and the drainage, but it stops millipedes, mice, spiders, snakes getting into the walls of the house, consequently giving them more access into your home. These are superseded now. We've got the newer items. They're stainless steel filters, okay? They even come with their own applicator, which sits in as such, and then that can be slotted into the weep hole or the perp joint. And we'll show some of those applications shortly. They actually come in packets of 20 with their own applicator. All snake away contractors actually carry them, and as I said, we can fit them for you, or you can do it yourself, saving some money. Now, around the home, rodent eradication is the main thing that safeguards your house. If you allow mice and rats to breed around your home, sooner or later you are going to attract a snake. The average size brown snake of 1 metre and above can cover in excess of 1 kilometre a day in search of food. Now, if it comes across the trail of a mouse that has run along and it's gone into the joints of your wall in your house or anywhere else, anywhere a mouse goes, it leaves a scent trail. The snake, in covering its territory a day of over 1 kilometre, if it comes across that scent trail, it will turn around and follow that scent trail, and wherever it leads, it will go, including into the wall of your house or inside of the house. So if you're getting mice inside your house, sooner or later you are at risk of a snake coming in there. And if you get a snake inside your house, it's a major nightmare for you and for us. Also, other areas around the home that you need to do: trim bushes high up off the ground, no overhanging shrubs or trees or anything like that, creating an area where a snake can dive into. Long grass is an area that snakes can dive into. It doesn't necessarily attract snakes, but the long grass seeding gives food for rodents, which does attract snakes. Timber, iron that's laying on the ground needs to be stacked up. Pots or anything like that around, anything around the house needs to be stacked up off the ground onto shelving. That way you're not creating a safe haven that is secure for a snake to get into and hide. If it's got somewhere small and tight to get into, that's where it feels more comfortable. That's why they go under pathways, into walls of houses, under iron and timber. It's safe, secure, out of sight.
Well, I hope you all learned something from that. Number one thing, don't waste your money on snake repellers. Rather spend that money on snake proofing your property, as Ian mentioned in the other techniques that we got. If you do see a snake, keep an eye on it, give us a call at Snake Away Service and watch it until we get there. That way at least we know where to start looking to find it. Until then, I'm going to get in here with these water dragons and see what the fuss is all about. Until next time, take care.